Operating a business in Indiana without an LLC is basically handing the keys to your personal bank account to anyone who decides to sue you. You absolutely need that legal shield, but actually getting the state to process your paperwork is a bureaucratic nightmare. So today, we are cutting through all that red tape. I'm going to show you the exact steps to file your LLC yourself without making a costly mistake. And I'll also show you a cheat code for outsourcing the whole thing to a pro so you can actually focus on running your own business. Let's get into it. Quick heads up, I have put affiliate links in the description for everything we're covering. If you use them, I earn a commission, but it's no extra cost to y'all. It just helps out the channel. What is an LLC? Well, a limited liability company, or LLC, is a type of business structure that combines the flexibility and simple nature of a partnership with the liability protection of a corporation. Sounds pretty good, right? By forming an LLC, the idea is that you establish a separate legal entity for your business, meaning your personal assets are separate from your company's liabilities. In other words, if your LLC ever has any, legal problems, even debt, your personal assets should be out of the picture. Also, LLCs give their owners flexibility in management types and taxation options, chances to bring in multiple owners, these are your members, they can share in the company's P&L. All that together, obviously the LLC is a really popular choice for both new and existing entrepreneurs. Now, like I mentioned before, there's two different ways to go about this, and we're gonna start by going through everything all by yourself. First things first, you need to choose a name for your LLC. Make sure it's unique, hasn't already been taken, or even similar to another business. If you go to the InBiz website, you can check for your business name. There's a search there. That's a good start. Honestly, just do a Google search. That'll work too. Either way, your name needs to be completely unique. Like, you can't be in use or even be close to another active name in Indiana. Like, for example, if there's already an Indie Dog Grooming LLC, spelled INDY, you would not be able to register a name like Indie Dog Grooming LLC with an IE. Even though the spelling is slightly different, they sound like the same. I hear when I come out my mouth. And by the way, when you file, make sure the name ends with LLC or limited liability company. You also can't use any words that make it sound like you're a government agency. That's not okay. So you can't call it FBI or Treasury, State Department, Police, City Council. If you want to use any restricted words, like you're making a law office or attorney, bank, credit union, things like that, you're going to need approval from the proper licensing authority first. Next step, you need a registered agent. Now, a registered agent's job is to be the middleman for important legal documents for the business from the state. The agent must be a resident or commercial business authorized to do business in Indiana. Now, you or another member of the LLC who is a legal resident can absolutely be your registered agent, though it is important to take into consideration availability if you want to go that route, because if all the members work full-time outside the business, fulfilling those duties in-house might get tricky. You need to be available. For that reason, an outside person or a service might be a better fit. So definitely consider all your options there. Okay, now we can actually move on to creating the LLC. In Indiana, this is done by officially filing articles of organization with the state. You can do this online through the InBizGov website, or you can print the forms and mail them in if you feel old school. Then when you fill it out, you'll be asked a few basic questions: the name of your LLC, the parish where your business will be located, names and addresses of all members, and the name and address of your registered agent. Once you filled everything out, every member of the LLC needs to sign the form, and it has to be notarized. If you have a lot of members, can't fit everything on the main form, you'll also need to attach a supplemental initial report with the extra names. Keep in mind, there is a $100 state filing fee, but once you send everything in, it'll take about 5 to 10 business days for the state to process the paperwork. After that, your LLC will be officially registered. Now, the next step is to create your own operating agreement. Indiana doesn't technically require you to have one, but you really want one to make sure everyone is on the same page. Like, even in a single member LLC, it's still better to have than not, because it's like a blueprint for your business. The agreement itself should have the breakdown in ownership, as well as members' rights and responsibilities, how profits and losses are divided, what happens in the event of disputes in the business, what if somebody wants to leave, or even close the LLC altogether. These documents are usually called living documents, meaning they can and absolutely should be changed at any time to show changes in the LLC as it evolves and grows. Next up, you're going to need an EIN, an employer identification number. Think of this like your business's social security number. Having one is crucial to doing anything with a business. Opening a bank account, applying for a loan, hiring employees, even paying income taxes. Getting one is totally free. It can be done online or by mail directly through the IRS. Finally, speaking of the IRS, you gotta pay the taxes. LLC owners are responsible for both federal and state, as well as local taxes. And because LLCs are considered pass-through entities, the business itself isn't usually responsible for reporting and paying taxes. That is passed on to the owner or owners. Income is then reported and paid through your personal tax return. Along with income taxes, you gotta account for self-employment and payroll taxes if you wanna have employees, along with sales tax. By the way, sales tax, just general note, applied to the sale of physical goods and services, you'll need a registered retail merchant certificate to legally collect and submit those payments to the state. You can get the certificate online, that's also at inbiz.gov, or by mail. The cost is $25 and it renews automatically every 2 years as long as sales tax is being collected and submitted on time. By the way, these permits need to be displayed to the public. When you ask for the certificate, the application will ask for an estimate of your business's monthly tax revenue. That's just so they can set up the payment frequency, because based on your estimate, it can be anything from monthly all the way up to yearly. Now, that doesn't mean for certain you're going to be making this amount this time. It's just a best guess, and payment options might change for you as time goes on. Now, along with the taxes, LLCs here need to file a report every 2 years. The biannual report is due on the anniversary month of your LLC's incorporation. You can file online or by mail, whichever is easier. The filing fee either way is $50. So if that sounds like a lot to think about, a lot to manage over the years, everything, there's a better way to handle all of this. Personally, when I was setting up my business, I did not have the time, definitely not the patience to do this all myself, and I knew I would screw something up. That's why I went with ZenBusiness to set up my LLC. It's a great option, especially if it's your first time starting a business. They make it all just so easy. Now, there are other options. I've tried LegalZoom, I've tried Tailor brand, Swift filings. If you're curious how those will compare, I'll link my full reviews for each brand in the description, along with ZenBusiness's affiliate link. Using those will earn us a little commission at no extra cost to you. It just helps us keep the lights on here. So that said, what is ZenBusiness? Well, if you haven't heard of them, they're an online service to help take care of the legal and paperwork side of starting your company. It's great for first-time owners because it's cheap, it's easy to use, and there's a whole range of services that make starting and running your business much easier. So let's walk through how to apply for an LLC using ZenBusiness. First step, click Start an LLC. It's a big button, you're gonna find it on their website. From there, you'll select Indiana from the drop-down menu and type in the name you've picked for the LLC. Next up, you'll answer some basic questions about your business, and the system will suggest any extras you might need based on your situation, something like a registered agent. Then you just pick the plan that works best for you. It starts with a free starter plan, so you only need to pay the state filing fee, so budget-friendly, great for new entrepreneurs. That'll cover your essential LLC filing with a 100% accuracy guarantee, and even include optional first-year compliance monitoring at no extra charge. If you want some more help though, the Pro plan costs about $200 per year plus the state fees, and adds special benefits like rush filing, so your application can be processed in just 1 business day, as well as an operating agreement template and even a logo builder kit. On top of that, you get 30-day access to their online tools, which include a domain name, a business email, and even a basic website. You can get your business online right away. If you want a little more support, the premium plan includes everything from the Pro plan, but adds a registered agent and a one-on-one consultation with a business advisor. If you want guidance for everything instead of figuring things out on your own, it's a great fit. Pricing is around $400 for the first year, and will come with a trial of their invoicing and bookkeeping tools to help you stay organized. So regardless of what your budget is, ZenBusiness has some great options to choose from. But basically, that's kind of it. It really is that fast, that simple. You can try setting up your LLC in a DNO yourself. Hopefully it won't stress you out, or just let a business formation service handle it for you. Make the whole process easy. It just depends on your situation, what works best for you. If you're short on time or want to make sure everything is done right, ZenBusiness is a solid option. They guide you through the process, they handle the filings, and even include extras like compliance reminders and an operating agreement, obviously depending on which plan you go with. But if you don't mind doing a bit of research and you want to save some money, you absolutely can do this all yourself. Good news is you got options, and it's not as scary or difficult as it sounds. That wraps up today's video. If it was helpful, go ahead and hit like and subscribe to the channel for more just like this. If you're thinking about trying ZenBusiness out, there's that link in the description below. It'll take you straight to their site. If you do pull a trigger there, we'll get a little bit off the top, but that comes off the company, not you. It's just the best way to support the channel. If you're interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, you can reach out using the email down in the description below. And if you have any questions or comments about the process or like need some help, drop them down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.